Podcast is the new wave of getting information out, something I'm very passionate about and I truly enjoy. The funny thing is, I hadn't realized that in some sense of the word, I was podcasting, right? And when I realized it, I said, "Oh wow, this is right down my lane. It's right down where I believe God is calling me. It gives me the opportunity to operate from a place of giftedness. It gives me an opportunity to connect and grow and impact the lives of men. When my ultimate goal and vision is to reach 1 million men, I ask myself, how in the world are you reaching 1 million men? It started with one man at a time, right? But then I realized that podcasting is a lane that I can utilize, a vehicle I can utilize to go make the bigger impact in the lives of people that I desire to impact. How about that?
Unlock your true potential with the Leadership Community, where we empower men to embrace self-awareness and authenticity. Introducing the Leadership Community, where we believe in helping men become the best version of themselves. It all starts with self-awareness, and we encourage men to take a step back, pause, and reflect on their thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Embrace their authenticity and break free from societal expectations. Here are just a few testimonies from individuals. Leadership helped me develop self-awareness and embrace my authentic self. And now I feel more confident and fulfilled. Question: are you ready to unlock your potential? If so, join the Leadership Community today.
And so I shared that to say, what's the impact that you want to make? Yep. What's the things that you want to accomplish? What's your dream and your vision? I shared with someone that said, "Hey, listen, I'm going live Saturday morning at 8:30." And they said, "Well, shucks, I'm be getting off at 10. I'm probably gonna sleep in a little bit longer. It's Saturday. I'm gonna sleep in a little bit longer, get a little recovery." And I got no problem with any of that. But oftentimes I'm asking myself, how many of us are sleeping on our dreams? How many of us are sleeping on our visions? Because we got other things in life that we're doing. We painting a picture, a dream for other people in their lives, but we're not chasing after the things that's most important to us. And it made me think of one of the most fierce animals, or bears, let's say it that way, in the bear kingdom. First to the polar bears. The polar bear come up to a close first, right? But nonetheless, if you know anything about bears, they only get a few good months, 6 months out the year. About 6 months out of the year that they're really active, going after the things that they eating, fattening up, enjoying the lay of the land. They only get a few good months, and some of us are treating our dreams and our visions just like that, where we only got a few good months where we give effort and work towards the things that's most important to us, and then we get to this place where we start hibernating or sleeping on our dreams and visions. Right. And I want to wake some folks up. I want to get some people out of this state of hibernation on your dreams, visions, and goals, and help you make the shift in how you view your dreams, visions, and goals for life, man. Is that all when right? I thought about this, right? We're coming up to the end of the year. We're about to close out with September, and we're going to have our last 3 months, October, November, and December, right? And most people, and particularly in the entrepreneur world, they're like saying, we're going into the last quarter. We gotta start doing some things different. But I want to look at this from a personal view, and that is, we're closing out the end of the year, and being an old military type dude coming from the military, um, for the military, October is the new physical year. So in essence, they close out their year by the last week of September, last day in September. And October, November, and December is their time to recoup, um, reacclimate, get some clarity on how the year has gone. They cast their visions. They get projections of how the year went, where money was spent, that type of stuff. Then they move into the new year and they start reallocating new funding for organizations or for the militaries or service members to do what they need to do. And after serving almost 21 years in the US military, well, some things just don't leave you, right? And being a logistical personnel, it was always important for us to close out the fiscal year, the funding. Check, make sure we had enough money to close us out through December, but realized that no more funding was coming after September 1st. So you needed to get in order everything you needed to have to sustain your organization for the next 90 days. We had to have some things in place, reorders, resupplies, whatever it was, you needed to get it done. But moving through October, December, there was no more reordering. You couldn't place another order. You couldn't spend any more money. Everything was frozen, you know, almost in this state of hibernation. And in my own personal life, I begin to, and in my business, I begin to realize that, you know what, the military was on to something. So many of us get to this tail quarter of the year and we start hibernating on our dreams. We start hibernating, just letting our hair down. We want to relax. It's the season uh, of giving. It's the season of ghosts and goblins and one of the biggest spending days outside of Christmas, I believe, is Halloween, right? And people want to enjoy this time, so they begin to the fall season start coming in, and the leaves start changing. Things get real pretty, and we just want to enjoy the festivities, the season itself, man. And I think this place where we start putting our dreams to the side. We start putting our visions and goals to the side, and we try to dial in on family. We want to dial in spending because Thanksgiving is coming. Christmas is coming. We want to start tucking away to have more a fun holiday season. We want to enjoy the holiday season, and I'm not against any of that. I think that's great. I think that all of that is phenomenal. But I think the problem for me is we sleep on our dreams during this time. We sleep on our goals and our visions during this time. And I got it. I'm guilty of this. I am guilty of this. I was the person who would spend the holidays and say, you know what, I'll start again in the new year. I'll kick it off in the new year. And we ask ourselves so often, like, why when it comes to keeping New Year's resolution, nobody keeps the New Year resolution. And I think that we don't keep the New Year's resolution because we don't have the momentum. We've been stagnant. We've been stuck. We've been chilling. We've been sleeping since October, November, December. And before we know it, we're in January. And you ever looked up in January and realized that you were 3 weeks in the month of January of the first of the new year? And you go, wow, where did the time go? Ready? You've been sleeping. You've been sleeping. You've been having fun. You've been enjoying family. Nothing wrong with it all. But that's what you've been doing. And some of us have to go, we take the holiday season off and we have to go back to work. And um, some of us try to go back to work by at the end of the week or the middle of the week of the new year. And you're so sluggish. You're tired. You can't find energy. Matter of fact, you don't even want to go back to work in some cases, right? Right? Am I the only one that felt like that? I don't think so. If this resonates with you, man, in the chat, drop the one in the chat. Say, you know what? I think he hitting on something. Let me know. I think that's how we move, man. And I want to help you make this shift, man. I want to help you recalibrate. Yep. I want you to uh, define purpose and drive with excellence towards your goals, your dreams, and your visions. If that's what you want, if you're saying, you know what, I want to get better. I don't want to sleep on my dreams and goals no more. I want to keep operating at a higher level. That's what I want to be able to help you do. I want to help you elevate and move and operate into as you close out this last quarter of your year at a higher level. Yep. Getting more productivity, developing momentum, and operating from a place of excellence. You know, they s- and here's something I believe. You got you got two choices in life. You got two choices in life, and Eric Thomas says it the best. You can be phenomenal, or you can be forgotten. Which one do you want? Because if you keep sleeping on your dreams, you keep allowing the time to pass you by, you keep enjoying life. And I ain't mad at you for having fun, but at some point there has to be a ebb and flow about what you're doing. You're gonna have to find the balance, the rhythm. Let's say it. People like that word. I like that word too. Find the rhythm to not just enjoy life, but also to push and drive for the things that's most important to you. And so you got the choice to be phenomenal or forgotten, says Eric Thomas. He also goes on to say, whatever you do, whatever you do, do your best. Do your best the first time. You want to be the individual that leaves a mark, meaning people know that you were there. Yeah, this is Eric Thomas Jewell, and he even backs it up with a biblical scripture, man. And I love this. Ecclesiastic 9:10 says this: "Whatever your hands finds to touch, do it with all your might." Come on now, somebody. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. Stop making excuses. I got it. You had to work to 10:30 at night. It probably take you another 45 minutes to get home. By the time you unwind, it's 12:30. By the time you get in bed and wake back up, you know, nobody we sluggish. We don't want to do it, you know? And I think we make too many excuses for why we can't accomplish the things in life that we want to accomplish. Oh, it's the holiday season. Oh, I want to spend time with family. Nothing wrong with it. But sometimes you're going to have to find that rhythm for life. See, take the time to be what Eric calls the brand. Always, I say this: take the time to be the leader that you need to be so you can get the results that you desire. See, there's no shortcuts, no shortcuts to any place that you're going in life. You're make your first move your best move by going after the things that's most important to you. Is that good? I hope so. I hope so. I hope this is resonating with you. If this is making some sense, man, if this is connecting with you in the chat, go ahead, drop in the chat. Let me know how it resonates with you. And so I want to talk to you about becoming excellent at what you do. Now, it's so I'm that's all. I'm just going to talk to you about becoming excellent, and I want to just give you a some thoughts to process when it comes to moving into this final quarter of your year. Man, y'all gotta forgive me, man. So here we go. Um, People who have become excellent have have certain qualities about them. I want to just identify a few of these qualities, and then I want to help you unlock um, excellence in your life. Right. And so, one quality that I believe excellent people of excellence have, and that is they are honest about where they are right now in life. I think you have to be able to do the hard look. You're going to have to get to this place to realize one, you don't have to be the smartest person. you don't you don't have to be the wisest person. But no, no, no. But you will have to understand where you currently are in life, right? Where you are currently in life, and ask yourself, what do I need to do to get to the next level? Where am I now? What's going right? What's going wrong? See, people of excellence understand their personal strength and weaknesses, but they work hard to make them better at what they do. What do you need to do to get outside of what's comfortable? How do you need to show up for what's in your life so you can get the results that you desire? Here's a reflection question. Do you work hard to constantly improve yourself? Think about that. What are you doing to constantly improve? Two, people of excellence. People of excellence. Uh, they they don't, let's say, people of excellence, the word average, let's say it that way, or being stagnant is an enemy to their character. Think about that. You know, um, I hate being stagnant. I think, and I hate being stagnant because I was stagnant so long. I dislike showing up average. Why? Because I think I showed up average for way too long. And so when you're a person that's seeking to be excellent, you can't be willing to tolerate average. You don't want mediocrity in your life. You just don't want to be ordinary, right? And when it comes to complacency, ready? It doesn't reside in your life. It's not part of your character. It's not even in your vocabulary. Excellent people lose sleep because their performance falls off and they realize that they're just being mediocre. And I have to admit, when I find myself slacking, when I find myself giving myself a way out, I realize for myself that, you know what, I'm operating or I'm thinking from of a place of being average and mediocrity. And I immediately make the shift or change in my thinking and ask myself, what do I need to do? And what do I need to do now? What's the actionable step do I need to make to shift from mediocrity to excellence in my life? Do you find ways to improve your next opportunity, or do you simply accept complacency in your life? Ask yourself that question. That's a reflection question. Think about that. I want you to think about that as we move right in. I'm about to close this thing out. And I think most people are asking themselves, where do I begin? Where does this pursuit to become excellent and get unstuck begin? How do I get out of the dead end job? How do I break through this financial pressure in my life? How do I overcome or get rid of mediocrity in my life? You know, here it is. I want you to consider these eight, eight point of views that I believe that'll help you um, make the shift from mediocrity to excellence in your life. One, Be willing to improve everything that isn't excellent in your life. Now, for you to be willing to improve everything that's not excellent in your life, you got to have some form of awareness. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to do it all at the same time. No, it doesn't mean that. But I like to call it the facets of life. What's the area in your life right now you are in that may need your attention, that you may need to work on? Realize that improving every area in your life means that you have to work on you. You're going to have to get in the mirror. You're going to have to take a long, deep, honest to goodness check or look, deep dive you. What are my true strengths? What do I really bring to the table? What am I lacking? What are people saying? Is it true? Do I really need to improve in that area? You're going to have to do the deep dive, the hard assessment about who you are. Two, you're going to have to challenge the status quo in your life. I got it. It's easy being comfortable. It's easy to be average. And many of the world is okay with being mediocrity. And I got to admit, they are the enemies of excellence. You have to get uncomfortable to reach your goals. Well, success is uncomfortable. You can't wake up at the average time that everybody else desires to wake up and think you're going to still meet the mark. You're going to have to break complacency in your life. And you're going to have to think with a mindset of excellence and not mediocrity. It's so easy to be average. All throughout high school, I gave average effort. I promise you, I don't think I broke a C. if if I did, I promise you, I don't think I broke a C. I just did barely enough. And some of us are living our life just doing enough. Get rid of some bad habits. Now, some of you might say, "Well, I don't know if I got too many bad habits because I really don't smoke. I I I really don't I really don't drink. I don't gamble." Perhaps you don't, but do you eat too much? Or do you can you use to lose a little weight? Could you afford to be a bit more healthier? Mm. Could you watch a little less TV and maybe pick up a book? Could you reduce the hours spent on your cell phone surfing the foolery in the world and get clear on your goals, your dreams, and your visions? Maybe get a pen and paper and spend 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day journaling your ideas and your thoughts. Mm. Get rid of the bad habits. 4, develop new relationships. You know, I really like this one. This is probably my most the one I like the most because I'm a peoply person. That's one of my clients said, and I've been mimicking that statement since. But I'm a peoply person. I love people. I love connecting with people, and it's one of my gifts. It's one of the things that that makes me me. What just makes me me, and that's being able. Now, I got to admit, I don't think I like networking, but I like connecting with people. I like collaborating. Right? I don't know. Somebody say, "What's the difference between network?" I don't want to go to your networking event. It's my point. But I enjoy meeting people. Maybe getting one-on-one conversations, talking to them on the phone, walking across, meeting them in stores, and taking interest in them, versus going to. I don't know. That's just me. Um, I don't want to oppose networking groups, but they're a little bit more challenging for me. They're a little bit more challenging. But I'm about building relationships, right? And so developing new relationships. Um, The next person you meet, consider this. Could it be that next person you meet can um, support you in your dreams and your visions? Seek out relationships that help you excel to the next level. What area in your life do you need to improve? What area do you need some help in? And I think this is the difference for me when it comes to relationships and collaborating versus networking groups. Because I think networking groups, everybody just want to share what they do. Nobody really interested in what you do. At least that's my opinion. But when I connect people, especially as a podcast host, right, and I'm looking to bring in new guests, I just don't look to bring new guests in and say, "Hey, can you be on my show, please?" No, I look to find avenues where we can strengthen the relationship. Yep, and and then afterwards, we work it, we grow it, we develop it. We develop the work. We develop that relationship. We collaborate. Um, we build upon, and that's where I am with that, man. So I'm gonna leave that one there. Next, expand your knowledge base. This has got to be the most important thing, man. I think for me, the moment I picked up a book, was the moment things began to change. Now I'll admit, being on active duty required you to be knowledgeable about your job, about your profession. And many of us are knowledgeable about our work. But when it comes to other things in life, we're not too knowledgeable, right? And there's a gosh, I didn't write that scripture down. There's a scripture, I can't remember where it's at, that says the people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Knowledge is power. And without it, the truth is we are powerless. You got to grow yourself. You're going to have to learn some things. You're going to have to take some training. You're going to have to get into some workshops. You're going to have to start surrounding yourself around a community of knowledgeable people and learn from them. Knowledge, gain knowledge. Next, um, create a personal mission statement. Now, I got to admit, guys, I really like that. They call it a personal mission statement, right? I call it a vision statement. Define your reason for being. Reflect on your ideas, your vision, and your dreams, right? That's it. Create I must say, a vision statement. See, where is it in life you want to go? What's the impact that you want to do? Leave. Do you want to? What he say? He says, do you want to be phenomenal or do you want to be forgotten? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it you want to do? Get hold of that vision. And then I need you to write it down. It's what you're actually doing. Write the vision and make it plain. And then I need you to go ahead, develop a plan, put a strategy to it. Yeah, you got to figure out, what do I need to do? What's the first step that I need to take? What's the next step? I tried that step, but it didn't work. So where should I go next? What's the pros and cons here? How do I make this thing happen? How do you build a strategic plan? Begin to plan for your future. Excellence demands preparation. Just as simple. And then, lastly, I may encourage you, get connected, man. Get connected around some people who just simply do it better than you. Find your tribe. Find people that you can grow with. Get in the community-based learning, whatever it is. You want to be. Let's see. Let's say it this way. You want to be in real estate. You want to be in real estate. Well, listen. You can't be. What can you be? You. I don't think you necessarily can learn. You can be in the grocery store, hanging out with the baggers. You're going to have to get around. You're going to have to get around some people who are in that community, the community that you desire to develop in. You want to be a speaker? Get into a community of speakers. Yeah. I'm just saying. Surround yourself around greatness. Surround yourself around people who are doing what you desire to do, who do it better than you. And go in there with your pen, your 3x5 card, take you some notes, have some prepared questions, and go in there and work your magic. I guess that's a form of, for me, that's networking. I don't want to go to the networking group where you keep handing me your card. Because I go to network groups, I don't hand out no card. I don't. And if I do, I'm very particular about who I give it to. It's 1,000 people in there. I'm not walking around with 1,000 cards. I'm walking around with 3 to 5 cards in my pocket because there's a specific person that I'm looking for. There's I'm specifically, um, I'm looking for people who are demonstrating excellence. Because why? The whole essence of what I want to be is better. I believe if you take these 8 simple steps, improve every day to be excellent, challenge the status quo in your life, get rid of bad habits, develop new relationships, be knowledgeable, write out or create your vision statement along with write out your vision statement along with creating a plan, and of course you got to execute on it, right? Then I need you to connect with people who simply do it better than you. Man, listen, I think you are on your way to standing out and making a difference. Don't accept mediocrity. Stand out. Make people feel important. Realize that a negative attitude cancels any positive skills. Remember that remember that the little things make a big difference. Tell people how much you appreciate them. Under promise, but overperform. Never be too busy to work hard. Never be too tired and sleep in. I don't know. Never to be too busy and work hard. And be, you know what? Grade yourself. Grade your performance. Ask yourself, how am I showing up? What do I need to improve? Where did I fall short? And then make the needed adjustments in your life so you can go get the results that you so desire. Listen, if this was good, man, in the chat, let me know what you think. Let me know some of your takeaways. But I got something special for you before you go, because like I said, I really want to help you make the shift, right, from average to excellence. And so I want to invite you guys out. If to we're hosting a 12-week leadership challenge. That's right, 12-week leadership challenge. Go over to the webpage, DwayneHRoberts.com. There you will learn more. It will be up and running. I should give you the link. Well, it'll be up and running Monday. I believe Monday is the day it drops. The 12-week leadership challenge. I encourage you to come connect with your boy. Come, let's help you make the leader shift in your life so you can go out and get the results that you so desire. Realize this, that you have everything you need because your success is in your hands. I'm your boy, Dwayne Roberts, and this was the Leadership Live. I want to say thank you for taking time and rocking with your boy. Have a phenomenal day with purpose. God bless.